Imagine a blocky world full of animals and monsters where you can mine and build and really do anything you want. And the best part is you can do it with your friends. That's what Minecraft is.
I just like how easy it is to pick up. You don't really have to do anything specific. You can play the way you want to play, and if you don't enjoy one aspect of the game, you can do something else. And that makes it really easy to find friends to play with and make the multiplayer experience that much more enjoyable.
Like in real life, I would never build one. Like I probably would never build my own house. But on here, I can do that, and I can do it and defy gravity at the same time, and just hang out with friends and have fun.
There's never a dull moment. You can log in and just have something to do. It can just be there. It can be a source of comfort for some people. It's a way to hang out with people without having to actually be with people.
Minecraft very quickly became a game about communities, or as they're called, in-game servers. I've invited so many people to play as a community, and some of them I've met in person, some of them I've met only online, but all of them I consider to be my friends. What we have today is a wonderful community. There's a very wide variety of people on the server I play with, from all ages. We have Reed, the man from Texas who I met on another online server.
Was back on a server called Powercraft is where I met Patrick, and basically just from there our friendship stemmed. And then he was like one day, hey, I'm starting up my own server, do you want to join?
We have Brendan, my close friend since middle school, who I have been playing with since.
I've been involved with this community since 8th grade when you invited me to join. We were just in a little computer class and just played Minecraft from time to time.
And we have who we call Crazy because that's her in-game name. Someone I met about 7 years ago online. We call her the mother of the server.
When I first started playing Minecraft, I was playing just in creative, just trying to learn the game. And then I was like, I want to play with other people, and I wanted to start YouTube.
I decided to start my server, Vikingcraft, as I called it, back in middle school, about 8 years ago at this point. We were about to graduate, and I wanted a way to keep up with my friends over the summer. Minecraft is the perfect opportunity to do that, and some of the friends who I had met online, who I had kept in contact with, also joined, and we started building up a community.
Yeah, I invited some of my friends from middle school at the time, and we all kind of got to know each other, become good friends.
People on the server, we have people who live across the country, we have people who live in other countries, and if you couldn't talk to them in any way, you wouldn't be able to play with those kinds of people. You would probably ever meet them or know they even existed.
A few years ago, we got this wonderful opportunity where some of the people I met online, who are all from Texas, were able to fly down to Kentucky for a week.
Yeah, we met in person. It was me, my friend Micah. We went to Kentucky, and we met Patrick. It was a really fun time, honestly.
And it was the first time we had actually met in person. What started 8 years ago as online friends turned into friends that I've met in person.
Cliche, but I like community, the sense of community. Like nobody's judging somebody based on how they look, what their skin color is. Like none of that matters in an online community. You're just people. People will see you for who you are, who you present yourself as in that game.
When you're playing with people online, normally you're like in the privacy of your own home, in your room, doing your own thing, and you can be more free to be yourself, and I really enjoy that aspect of online play.
If I'm having a bad day and I just want to sit back, unwind, but I want to actually talk with other people, I can do that at any time, from anywhere.
But the fact that I play with you guys online and talk to you guys online, I still get that person-to-person interaction without putting myself in a super stressful situation. Like if I want to be sitting on my couch, bundled up with a blanket on and playing the game, I can be, and nobody's going to judge me because there ain't nobody there to see me.
Wait, is PK doing the video thing?
Yes.
Blow up.
Welcome to season 9. There's
no,
a
you
world
got my
border. It's
blower.
survival. Go have fun.
Oh,
wait.
really?
Can you
That's
refill our health
awesome.
first?
Oh yeah.
Yay.
How this works.
Unfortunately, just like in the real world, there's always this hatred out there. You might say that online that's even more prevalent just because it's easy for someone to hide behind a screen. Luckily in our community, that's not really an issue, but there's definitely certain communities out there where that's an issue, and there's just no way to get rid of that completely online.
A lot of people are toxic with games and can be pretty toxic. And that's like one thing I don't like is how people are like just so mean to each other. People act so much different online than they do in real life. Even me, like I act different.
You can't let that discourage you. You just have to keep looking. And if you run into one negative experience online, then you're going to run into 3 times the number of heartwarming stories.
People who I barely would talk to in middle school and high school are now a lot. They're like some of my closest friends because I have been able to play with them even if I'm not with them in person.
It's strengthened a lot of my friendships. I would not be as good as friends with them if it wasn't for gaming. Like my first friend that I made in middle school when I moved towns, it was because of Minecraft, honestly.
I refer to everybody on Vikingcraft. I just tell them that you're my kids. I'm like, okay, I gotta go play games with my kids.
Without my friends online, without a lot of the people who I've met through Minecraft, I would not be the person I am today. It's helped me get through a lot of tough times in my life.
Secrets only got one bomb. Because I mean, it's projectile. Once. Go on, Elite Drafter.
Oh my god.
Did you? No, you were so. Go on, P, you behind you. Run, move, P, move.
Back in the early 2010s, there was big pushes against video games because I think that was back around the time that Call of Duty games, some of the bigger ones, were starting to get a little bit more popular. And so people were always worried about these huge links between violence and video games.
I know, like, especially my parents, whenever I told them I was going to see friends in Kentucky, I had to basically lie and tell them that they were old friends from school. Because whenever the internet first started becoming popular, people saw it as a bad thing. It was like, whoa, anyone can be on the internet. You gotta watch out.
I think the social stigma around people who play video games a lot has been negative for a while, and I think it's just something that comes with a generational misunderstanding. Most people think when you're playing games, you're just sitting back, being lazy, not doing anything productive.
The internet is still so new, and there's still so many people that weren't raised with it and didn't literally grow with the internet. They don't understand how you could be friends with somebody that you've never met, but they also are generally unwilling to give online communities a chance, and I think that everybody should, really. You can find some of your best friends online.
Recently, I haven't really seen that as being a big of an issue. It's had a positive change in the past few years.
I think over the recent years, gaming has gotten a lot more socially acceptable just because how popular it's gotten. At least try it out first before you just start to judge. Because I've met some pretty amazing people just based off of the server, and honestly, my life would be so much different if it wasn't for this server and this game alone. My life would just be a lot different and probably would be a lot worse if it wasn't for this.
For anything that you have an interest in, I promise you there are other people out there who have that same interest. You just have to ignore the negativity that is often portrayed, because that's not what most gamers are like.
Give online communities a chance. They might surprise you.
Not every day you see a community like this where everyone's good friends and it's been going on for this long. A lot of communities in Minecraft just die off quickly, but this one, we've been going on strong for several years, and I'm sure we'll keep going.
When I think back on these 8 or 9 years that we've been friends with each other, I could not be prouder of the group we've become. And as the sun dawns on one day, we will continue into the next, one of the strongest groups of friends I've ever seen. And it's all possible through the power of online communities.
you.